Good morning, everybody. Lee Brower here, and welcome to this week's edition of Meaningful Monday. I am grateful to be here, and I am glad to be here. What if I told you I was addicted? I think I'm becoming addicted to something. And you know, the list of possible addictive behaviors is like off the charts. Anymore. First of all, most people think of addictive behaviors, they think of drugs, alcohol, smoking, etc. You can add pornography, you can add gambling to that list. Most people think they're negative, but you know, we're also addicted to some things that like electronic games, virtual reality, social media, our cell phones. Are those bad for us? Maybe, maybe not. But you may ask, how can seemingly normal things become addicting? Now, one of the reasons is very simple. It's because someone makes more money if you get addicted. They actually design their products to stimulate your pleasure centers in your brain. So every battle won, every level completed, every like response that you get sends a shot of dopamine to your brain. And your brain remembers that and wants more of it. Now, just to be clear, I'm not saying I'm against video games. I'm just trying to demonstrate the power of addictions and the power of dopamine into our system and why we seek it out. So I wonder about hunting, capturing, and curating gratitude. Can that be an addiction? Because I can say for sure that my brain sends a shot of dopamine, which makes me want to continue to do those things. And guess what? It isn't driven by someone else's desire to make money off of my addictions. Neuroplasticity is so exciting because it means you're not stuck with the brain you currently have. Your brain does an incredible job at keeping you alive and allowing you to experience life. But unfortunately, brains have a natural tendency to automatically generate negative thoughts. And these negative thoughts are like Velcro. Velcro in your brain that becomes stronger every time you let those negative thoughts go unchallenged. So my invitation is, how can we step back and realize that you are not your brain? Your brain is an organ just like your heart. So instead of believing every thought that arises, you can choose to question if those negative thoughts are true. By asking yourself, just ask yourself, are they 100% true? Another way to do that is to replace those negative thoughts. Replace them with something else. So last week we gave the 2-minute, 21-day gratitude challenge. And that 2-minute, 21-day gratitude challenge is based upon scientific evidence. The first thing is that they've tested people that if they will just once a day for 21 days, write down 3 things that they're grateful for, they can actually change the genetics in their brain, the neuroplasticity of their brain. They actually can move people that have been genetically disposed to be pessimistic their entire life. People in their 80s, for 8 generations of people that are genetically disposed to be negative and pessimistic, they can actually have that brain shift to where it becomes optimistic. Now, how powerful is that? And then by taking and adding 2 minutes a day where you write down an experience that you're grateful for and why you were grateful for that experience, it's like reliving it. So you're getting an extra shots of dopamine into your brain, which accelerates the neuroplasticity, which accelerates what your brain thinks and what it sees and how it looks at things and how it looks at the world. What a great blessing. And I can tell you, I've only been doing this a week now, but taking that 2 minutes to write down why I'm grateful for this experience, and it may be in something very simple, but but it's just helped immensely. But let me tell you an experience, for example. I was out hiking, same spot that I've been hiking in several times. We're up in South Lake Tahoe. And I come across 5 men standing under the shade. I said, "Hi, how are you doing?" And they all said, "Hi." I said, "Great day." "Yes, great day." I said, "Where are you hiking to?" And they said, "Well, we don't know." And I said, "Well, do you want to hike to a waterfall?" And they go, "Waterfall?" "Yeah." I said, "Well, yeah, it's just right up here." I said, and I started giving them directions. And I said, "By the way, where are you guys from?" And I noticed a little accent. And then they started telling me of the parts of Northern California that they're from. And I said, "Oh, okay. Where are you really from?" And they go, "Well, we're really from Iran." "So what brings you up here?" And they said, "Well, it's his birthday. It's his 50th birthday. And I said, really, happy birthday to you, you know. How old are you? And he said, 50. They all said 50. And I said, you're just a kid. You're just a kid. And they all started laughing, you know, and they said, you need to tell him more of that. And I said, well, I'll tell him. I just had a birthday a few weeks ago, and I turned 74. I'm almost a quarter of a century older than you. And oh, they roared with laughter. They thought that was the funniest thing that they'd ever seen. And they said, look, you know, you need to tell him more. And he got so excited. He said, I think we met for a reason. He says, you may have changed my life. And he gave me a fist pump high when we said goodbye, and they were off on their own way. They're still laughing and happy. I got a shot of dopamine. They got a shot of dopamine. And I came back down and wrote about it. Now, this 21-day, 2-minute challenge, I can't say enough about it. Do it. Do it. See if it doesn't change your brain and make you differently. And it can be just about the simple things, but do it. And you can sign up for it right here. Dave at Sheffield in our office has created a system where you can actually take it and actually, you know, you'll get a reminder every single day. So go for it. See if you can't change your brain to where you can see the world a little bit differently. And not only give yourself a shot of dopamine, you'll give others a shot of dopamine as well. Have a meaningful week. Let's see how we're doing a week from now. Bye-bye.